What's up? What's up? Yes. Earl Skakel in the house. Doing a quick baby stream. Quinn Hughes trade. I don't think they gave up that much, to be honest with you. I mean, Rossi's good. The song is called I Will Save You by Days Gone By. Tom Myers in the house. No, I'm performing tonight at the Comedy Store. Thank you very much. So it's I Will Save You by Days Gone By. What up, SCBID show? Let me just double check my time at the Comedy Store. I've been a little under the weather all day, so I've just been chilling. I would hate to go to the Comedy Store at the wrong time. Saturday main room, 12:30, baby. Oh, was it tonight? Was the John Cena match? I didn't even know that. I'm an AEW guy. I watched Collision tonight. That shows you how little I know about the WWE. Is they were tonight, so there you go. It's 12:30, so my spot is about 2 hours. Will you be here after your comment? Probably not, CCC. I'm trying to stream just once a day now. And what up, CC Motion? In the house. You'd be perfect in a sitcom. Make it happen, baby. Daddy needs that cheddar, but you know what? Here's a Comedy Store check. So make that money, honey. And seeing that Tom Myers is here, Dabbleverse questions are on the table. Well, there's thank you, CCC. I'm not going to come back after tonight, CCCC. The YouTube will be just once a day from now on, unless I'm really feeling it. Good morning from Uganda. Well, speaking of Uganda, hello from Uganda, or hello to Uganda. This is Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Thank you very much. I mean, I know Chris is on tour, but I don't really keep up with his touring schedule. I mean, listen, if you can sell out a theater, O.J. Simpson would get a comedy tour. Just people don't care, man. And keep in mind, I was friends with Chris. It's like, what? What are you gonna do, man? It's just the way the business is, and it's kind of sad, but what are you gonna do? I mean, listen, you guys know me on my stance with allegations. You hear both sides. You look for any outside evidence that points towards guilt or innocence, and you make your own decision. I mean, that'd be a tough one for me to go to myself. Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, listen, his excuse me, his fans or his supporters will say he was never charged with anything. But that documentary by Kyle Anderson, it doesn't paint him in the best light. Um, will you tell Ric Flair you know me? Ric Flair has been watching my stories. I mean, but see, that should tell you SC all you need to know. Like if you don't want it known that you were at his show, I'm not saying you in particular. I'm just saying you in general. Um, or you don't want to post a picture that you took with him. That should tell you all you need to know. Um, no, I've been out of the loop today in terms of Andy Dick. I don't think Minnesota gave up that much. I mean, outside of Rossi, who's a hot and cold scorer, the other two, they're first round picks, but there's a lot of first round picks in this league that never result of anything. So you can't get too caught up in that. They basically gave up 4 first round picks for him. Rossi, the other 2 guys, and the future first round pick. But those could turn out to be nothing. You know what you're getting with Hughes. Probably the best young defenseman in the league. And I'm not chewing on ice cream. I'm just. Well, Steven, you have 2 different names. Do you really think I'm dumb enough to say the name Mike Hunt? Oh shit, you got me, bro. You got me. I'm asleep at the wheel. Oh yeah, D'Elia openly plays theaters, sells out theaters. Um, I love a BC Rich. I think that's a Bruce Kulick's guitar company, if I'm not mistaken. Um, what are you going to do? It's just there's people who take pictures with Jeff Ross openly. Same thing with Jeff. I can't stand that guy for many reasons. But, even with Jeff, I've said, look at his story, look at the girl's story, and you make your own decision. I personally have made my decision. But, what are you going to do? Lois is sleeping upstairs right now. I'll be honest with you. That dog is the best. I mean, I'm sitting pretty comfortably. Thank you. Yes, this is a Poison shirt. I mean, I probably got sick at the Comedy Store Christmas party. Um, all those fucking losers breathing in your face. Probably they all went to, the party knowing they're sick, but I don't care. I'm going to get free food and free drink. So yeah, Steven and Warren, I mean, those are the 2 most important parts of Rat. What up, Mac Ryan? I mean, no offense to the bass player. You could have anyone play bass in Rat. Although I think Juan's backing vocals are missing. And, I mean, Bobby Blotzer's the great drummer from Rat, but you know what? It's not like you miss a beat with Blas Elias. Um, so, yeah, I mean, think about that. I mean, that's the perfect. Rogan has Callan on the show. Rogan has Ross on the show. The fact that he won't have D'Elia on the show that tells you a lot. That's why when people bring up D'Elia's name to Whitney, she starts stuttering more than Mel Tillis. Um, I watched Rock of Love. That was a pretty funny show. I mean, I stream. I haven't. I've been around, bro. Yeah, thank God Lois is asleep. Planks are hard. I have a hard time with planks. Minute Mole, damn, that's a nice screen name. Jeff Ross sucks. Yeah, 100%. Have people held me back because of my relations to the Kennedys? Not really. I mean, I think, if anything, I've been held back by my honesty. But what are you going to do? It's just who I am. I mean, I'm sure I haven't helped myself speaking out about Jeff, but what are you going to do? I mean, I'm not that desperate. I'd rather see Callan than Dalia. Well, same thing with Callan. I mean, I've heard his story. I've heard my friend's wife's story. I believe the wife. You know, um, I mean, she has no reason to lie. She gains nothing by coming out and saying, "Hey, this guy did this to me." Blah blah blah. I mean, literally zero reason to lie. Um, yes, I did. That's a very strange um, painting. I mean, I don't know. I don't really keep count of how many times I've met my cousins. Um, yeah, that was a tough loss by the Kings. I'm from the West Coast, Skakels. I mean, I believe there's a little bit of that, TB. Um, you know, I believe I'm a threat in certain realms of the stand-up world. I've proven I can follow anybody. I've had to follow Dave Chappelle. I'm not saying I'm as good as Dave Chappelle. I'm not, but I'm good enough to follow him. I've had to follow Steph Toll of Killing, talking about fucking dudes and her big pussy. Very few comics could follow that. I did it with no problem. So, and in the roasting world, um, my reputation precedes itself. Well, I don't know if I'm a headliner. I'm not a headliner based on name, but could I headline? Absolutely, I could. I could headline any club in the country and do well, but um, you know, hopefully sooner than later. Thank you, Mac Ryan. You know, but the business is the business. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the big thing right now. You almost don't want to be on late night talk shows. You want to be on a podcast. You want to be on Theo Vaughn's podcast. You want to be on Bobby Lee and Santino's podcast. Obviously, Rogan, Shane Gillis's podcast. Um, because then the others want you on, and then it just steamrolls from there. Um, I mean, Kill Tony is, if you don't follow roasting, I don't know if it's going to help you, but it's a very popular podcast. So I've never been on Rogan. I've been mentioned on Joe's show probably 10 times. And what up, Sasha? The Kings lost in overtime once again. Yeah, Santino's a cool dude. Yeah, Corolla I've been on. I mean, the biggest pods I've actually been on, Corolla, um, Jesse Lee Peterson, and Joey Diaz. Um, well, Shane Gillis is likable. I think, that's huge in this business. Um, being likable is almost more important than being funny. Um, Joey is great. I don't know who that is. So, what up, Shandy girl? I'll be at the Comedy Store in exactly 2 hours. And, who knows what I'm walking into? I don't know who's going on before me. I don't check. I literally just stroll up and see what happens. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't. I don't think Joe knows about why I don't like Brian Callen. Um, and I would not use the opportunity to be on Joe's podcast to be like, I want to talk about Jeff Ross. Fuck Jeff Ross. I am a voice actor. So I didn't say I was famous, but, um, there's many things. I could talk about Roast Battle and really Jeff is irrelevant, on the show, which is funny because his name is in the title of the show, which is Criminal. But, you know, I wouldn't need to talk about Jeff or Brian. But knowing Joe like I know him, Sarah's awesome. Well, Jeff was worried I was going to rip Jeff. He told, I don't know what he told Adam, to be honest with you, but something to the effect of Earl's going to come in too hot on the allegations, which I absolutely would have. It's a fucking roast, man. So Jeff can do D'Elia jokes, Harvey Weinstein jokes, Cosby jokes, Diddy jokes, but yet when those jokes are about him, we can't have Earl on the show. Tell me on what planet that makes any sense. Yeah, and like, if Jeff were cool, which he's not, he would have just taken the jokes and moved on. Nobody talked about that roast. It was just basically for Adam's friends. So instead of having me on the show, you have Mike Binder on the show who bombed for 30 minutes. So, um, you know, but that's Jeff. Jeff sacrificed the quality of a roast that he's not even really, it's not about him that night. But, that's Jeff. That is Jeff Ross in a nutshell. Let's fuck up the quality of the show so I can look better. I beat K. Trevor Wilson, so, it's just, but that's the business. But that right there is also why Jeff never has any long-term success. Thank you, Poison. Because he never has the best people on his projects. He has people who just tell him how great he is. So, just people go, Jeff, that's so funny. Oh my God, Jeff, you're so funny. Oh my God, Jeff, that was the best joke. When if someone like me was in the room, I'd be like, I don't know about that one, Jeff. We could do better. So, But Jeff doesn't care. Jeff is literally the male version of Kathy Griffin. They just want work. And they get it. So, I wish I was the voice of EA Sports. EA Sports. It's in the game. Sorry about that. But that's the business in a nutshell. I've said this before. You guys bring Jeff up. I don't talk about him. I did not start this stream. Go, I want to talk about Jeff Ross tonight. He fails upwards. It's really, he might be the greatest comic of all time who fails upward. Bad special after bad special after bad special. Hey, let's give him another special. Bad roast after bad roast after bad roast. Hey, I have to walk the red carpet in some silly outfits surrounded by two scantily clad girls because no one's going to talk about my jokes. Gets the next roast. So, that's, and I've said this before, just so you guys don't think I'm bitter or whatever. Go to Roast Battle Season 1. I think I was on 6 episodes. So Jeff was also on those 6 episodes. And look up any of those episodes. Now, I'm not pointing you towards one where I know I did well, but go towards any of those episodes and you tell me one episode Jeff was funnier than me. You won't find that episode. But, what are you going to do? I believe Roast Battle is on Paramount Plus. I mean, I don't know about that, Fly True. We must just have different tastes. Because I don't have to dress up goofy to have people talk about me. People will talk about my jokes. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, TV, I can't disagree with you. Now, I'm not saying I'm that threatening to people in the roast world, but like, people know I deliver. And you think, well, let's get this guy. He's good on every roast related show he's on. But Jeff wants to be the funniest one on every show. And he's never going to be that. I mean, look at the last Tom Brady roast. Funniest 3 people by far was Nikki, Schultz, and Hinchcliffe. And then a big drop off after that. Jeff wasn't even in the top 5, in my opinion. Now, people think, oh, you just don't like him. So I would say he was the funniest one if he was the funniest one. Um, I don't know, Sasha. So, well, I mean, Jeff is very roastable. I mean, and why is it that there was a couple jokes about Jeff and young girls? Gee, I wonder why. So, you know, what are you going to do? I just try to be the funniest I can be, and then hopefully one day I'm in a position to say, no, I don't want to do the roast. Fuck you guys. Have Jeff on it. Yeah, that was a good scene. Tulsa King was pretty good. I enjoyed that show. Interesting. Joey Bishop, iconic member of the Rat Pack. Um, yeah, I keep it real, Joe. I keep it real. So, you just got to keep going. You got to, just let all the other bullshit leave and don't worry about it. So, just the way it is. You got to worry about your own shit. And like Rob Schneider told me, it becomes so big they can't deny you and they have to work with you. So, what up, Hi-Fi? In the house, Hi-Fi protege. Everyone give Hi-Fi a follow. And, we'll do a few more minutes. Just a quick little pre-show. And Steve Martin told Rob Schneider that. So, if you're going to take advice from anyone, Steve Martin's probably the guy. So, and it's like, it seems like kind of like, no shit. I never thought of that. But you know what? There's a reason why people like Steve Martin and Rob Schneider are saying it. Big fame. Well, I mean, it depends how you get that big fame. like, like I know doing this stream, there's going to be a certain amount of trolls. It's just the nature of the beast. What's a big stream or a small stream? That's the great thing about the internet. Whether you have a big stream or a small stream, you're going to get trolled. It's just the way it works. So, um, you have to then just deal with it. Um, hold on. I didn't want no, I didn't watch Cena. So I had nothing to say about. Yeah, Rob's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. Special's coming out when it's ready. I'm leaning towards releasing the documentary first, which is fully shot. It just needs to be edited down. Because we shot about, I would say, 30 workable hours. Under 5 minutes. So, it's not that far. 100%. If you're not ready for the fame you get. I mean, I see it all the time. You going to go on the Joe Rogan Experience? I'm ready. I'm just missing the one important thing, the invite. No, I mean, last I spoke, they wanted me to pay for my own plane ticket. So I think you can tell what the answer would be for that. I drive there. So, um, it's literally a 3-minute drive. Too cold, too old. I mean, I could walk up there, but I don't think I will do that. But see, here's the thing. I wouldn't want to film my special at the mothership. They've already done a couple specials there. So I want wherever I find to be different. Like, I want you to be watching special after special. You're flipping channels. My special's on. You go, the fuck is this? And then obviously you stay for the jokes. But, like, they've done too many specials in the main room. It would just look like all the other specials. From Tim Dillon to Sarah Tiana to, I think, Fahim Anwar to, I believe, Justin Martindale. I mean, there's been, I think, as many as, within the past couple of years at the store, there's been as many as 10 specials filmed there. So I want to be different. The comedians can walk in whatever door they want to. So, it'll happen. But I do think a good way to get some publicity or whatever for the special would be releasing the documentary. Because then you go, oh, wow, this guy's really had a long journey in the business. I'm invested in his special now. I want to watch it. And I could grift and set up a GoFundMe. And I think I'm so well liked. And I have, even though I have a very small fan base, I could probably do a GoFundMe, and I think I could raise 30 to 50 grand fairly easily, but I'm not going to grift my fucking fans. Well, we don't talk about what Tony does or doesn't do, that's the rumors, but you know what, who cares? I don't care if anyone's gay or straight. It doesn't affect my life at all. Yeah, Nomadic, you seem to have a theme about how to get on the show. I'm good. If that's how I got to get on Rogan's show, I'm out. So, a lot of homophobia in the stream tonight. You guys coming in here saying gay this, gay that, probably means you're gay yourself. I mean, anyone that has to talk about other people being gay, probably gay themselves. So, I'm not talking about USC. I'm just talking about some of the trolls. So, yeah, 100% projected. But that's okay. It's all good. I mean, I don't think I would do that, TB. I will. I will. Thank you, Chuck Fold. Yeah, that's a hard no for me. So, I appreciate you guys and some of your ideas, but yikes! I'm glad you guys are my managers. I'll tell you that much. But that's all right. You guys are soldiers. I mean, no pro wrestler ever retires. Trust me, within 3 years, John Cena will wrestle again. When either he needs the money or the WWE needs the money, honey. It's just the way it works. I don't know who the Duke boys are. I do have a great voiceover agent, but not. Yes, I do know Bobby Lee. We actually share the same birthday. You do have a deep voice similar to Gene. I mean, I could sing the Gene Simmons songs. I don't smoke any cigarettes. That's a great thing. Here's a Gene Simmons song. Plaster caster, grab a hold of me faster. If you wanna see my love, just ask her, ask her. And my love is the injector. You get the point. Rockin' in the USA, nowhere else I'd rather stay. I've been to England too, there wasn't much to do. One thing I know is true. You get the picture. Yeah, we don't do the Nazi stuff in here. I mean, that's frightening. Now, sometimes you guys wonder why Earl doesn't stream more. Is because we literally just had a person in here with a Nazi um, logo as their profile picture. It's frightening to some of you people out there. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Wow, Rudy Baga in the house. So Dabbleverse questions are on the table. Let me blow my nose off camera. Yeah. Never lick it down. Always lick it up. I mean, I mean, Santino knows me. I mean, I've reached out to Maitan, but I'm not going to beg to be on that guy's podcast. So, um, well, Abdullah, your mom didn't seem to think I was gay last night. See, Abdullah, I'm just too fast. You just take an 8, go to someone else's stream. You'll never be quicker than me ever. That probably took you 5 minutes to come up with. See, about the light does go out every now and then. This light does go out. Interesting bunch in here, that is for sure. Yeah, I mean, Nazi stuff. I mean, that's frightening. That someone has the swastika as their profile photo. I can for $5, Mr. Stone. I mean, if I just do that for free, then everyone, hey, say this, do that. Take your shirt off. It's like you got to show me the money, honey. I do like the neon thingy. It's the Earl sign in the rat font. When's your next special coming out? Why I didn't have a first special to come out. Hopefully sooner than later. I want to put the documentary out first. just to show you the grind of what it takes to make a special. And then I think people will be invested in it. Do you think I could beat Harlan Williams in a roast battle? I absolutely do. Because Harlan's not a roast comic, I am. So, like, most people would think, oh, you could never beat Jimmy Carr in a roast battle. I did. Or K. Trevor Wilson. I did. Or Tom Ballard. I did. Or Jesse Joyce. I did. You know. Now, Harlan Williams is a better comic than me, but roast battle is not about. Quite often, when you talk about two people roast battling, usually the better comic loses because it's not about being funnier; it's about being meaner. Um, so, Lois is sleeping upstairs. He really wouldn't. I beat Jimmy Carr in a roast battle. He's the best there is. And Harlan's funnier than me. But once again, roast battle is not about being funny. And the thing with someone like Harlan is where he would have trouble, and it's the same thing why Jimmy Carr had trouble against me. You have to talk to them like they're not used to being talked to. Like no one talks shit to Jimmy Carr. Nobody. So hit the like and subscribe button, baby, if you are new. Yeah, but like once again, Nomadic, you're not really listening. Comedy is different than roast battle. Roast battle is the lowest hanging fruit. So um, I'm sure they will do a Joe Rogan roast at some point. I mean, I don't think I would be on that. You'd have Ari, Mark Norman, Tony, obviously. So, I would love to be on it, but it's just he's gonna have his best friends on it. I mean, I don't even know if it's a step above Kill Tony. I mean, certainly now. I mean, the people who do roast battle now are basically open mic level comics. Not all. There's a couple funny ones, but essentially they're comics who aren't working, so they latch on to roast battle like it's their shot, especially at the Comedy Store. But like Rose doesn't watch the show. Emily never watched the show, and Adam very rarely watched it. So, yeah, but Nomadic, I helped start the show, so I'm sorry, bro. I know a lot more about it than you do. It doesn't matter if a joke is funny in roast battle. It's about shock humor. It's about hurt them before they hurt you. So if me and you are roast battling Nomadic, now I know nothing about you, and I've got a joke about something personal in your life, whatever it may be. You're going to do a joke about my parents dying 2 months apart right before I do that joke so you can fuck with my energy. Hurt Earl before he hurts me. I mean, roast battle is really about drawing first blood. And then you put the other person on defense. I mean, that's what I knew when I was battling Jesse Joyce. I knew some subjects that were sensitive to him. His divorce and his best friend Greg Giraldo committing suicide. So I knew to hit those jokes first before he hit any jokes about my parents dying. Now, I made him go first, so his first joke was about my parents dying, but it fell flat, and then I jumped on it. So, nah, David Lucas would have no chance against me. And that's not me trying to be cocky or whatever. I know some things about him, personal things that, let's just say he doesn't think I know. And he would have no answer for them. So, we are the best. Fuck yeah. Well, you have to go for the jugular. Um, See, that's the thing. For me, anything's on the table. But Nomadic, you're trying to tell me about roast battle when I helped start the show. I'm not arrogant at all. I helped start the show. I've got 5 battles on international television. So I think I know a little bit more about how to be successful on the show than you. Like, that's not being arrogant. That's just, we're talking. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not saying I'm the man, you know. Well, but forget the house racist part. Just look at my battle wins. Yeah, but you're not judging Nomadic. That's all I'm saying. If you look up any of my roast battles on television, any of them, was I the funniest one necessarily? Not really. But I drew first blood in most every battle I had. So against Jimmy Carr, I was talking about his real bad relationship with his father. Because I knew if I got a joke on that subject that landed, he'd be on defense the whole rest of the battle. And that's exactly what happened. If you look at K. Trevor Wilson, now if you look at that battle, we were both about the same funny-wise. But I had a joke. I knew he had had a couple bad relationships. So I hit that. Now, he hit that subject with me too. Now, our jokes were probably about the same, funny-wise, but mine were meaner. So I won. It's no big deal. I'm not, like, arguing with you. I'm just saying, like, I know a little bit more about what it takes to win. So, but I am the furthest thing from arrogant. Yeah, I mean, but I love debating people in the stream. But the audience isn't the judge. See, once again, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not me being arrogant. Every single battle I had on television, it didn't really matter how the judges, or I'm sorry, it didn't matter how the crowd reacted. It mattered what the judges thought. So, yeah, me and Jimmy Carr are cool. I'm friends with everyone I've ever roasted for the most part. So, um, if I bomb on stage, I mean, I think, that's a tough one because it depends on like tonight, I'll give you a perfect example. Nomadic. I'm going on stage in about an hour and a half. Now, I'm the last comic tonight. I don't know the mood. I mean, the show I'm on is already started. It's literally right now. So it depends on, like, the comic before me. Are they bombing? And do they give me a shitty intro? And then I've got to work my way out of that? Then I'm not going to blame the audience. I'm going to blame the comic before me. Now, there's very few shows I've done that the crowd was great and I bombed. But the few shows that have been like that, I blame myself. Hey, they just didn't like me. That's on me, not them. Trust me, John Cena will be back. I get nervous before every show. I'm nervous about the show tonight. Well, now we're talking about stand-up, not necessarily roast battle. I mean, to be honest with you, now you're going to think, Nomadic, that this is going to be cocky, but It's not. It's just it's a reality of I'm a paid regular at the #1 club in the country. So I've earned the right to headline the Saturday night main room show. So my material's good. Now, there are going to be certain audiences that don't vibe with you. Either they're too old, they're too young. You know, like if you like Dane Cook or Chris D'Elia or Matt Rife, you might not like me because I'm very slow. I don't move around a lot on stage. I'm very dry, very sarcastic. Does it mean I'm not a good comic? No, it just means that crowd doesn't like my style of comedy. It's like if Glenn Campbell played in front of, say, a Slayer audience. Now, Glenn Campbell's one of the greatest guitar players of all time and one of the greatest country musicians of all time. But that Slayer crowd don't give a shit about country music. So is he a bad performer, or was it just not the right crowd for him? I do know Sebastian. We're not like friends or anything, but obviously I know him. We'll go another 10 minutes, guys. Another 10 minutes. I appreciate the conversation. Well, I mean, you're talking about, I mean, roast battle is not about who's funnier because it's about who's meaner, who draws first blood. And yeah, you don't want the jokes to totally fall flat. So hopefully there's funny behind them. But, you know, in my battle against Jesse Joyce, I'll give you a specific example. Two jokes won me that battle. The first one where Jesse Joyce did this really long joke, and it just didn't hit. Because roast battle leans more towards short jokes. And it was time for my joke, and the whole crowd was looking at me. And all I said was, wow, Jesse, that joke was longer than your first marriage. Is it the funniest joke in the world? Probably not, but it's super mean because it brings up his failed marriage. So that's what I mean by meaner usually wins a roast battle. And then the next joke, it was the back-to-back jokes. He did another joke, it didn't really work. And I looked at him and said, hey, folks, let me tell you right now, Jesse Joyce is super funny. His jokes kill. And then I walked right over to him and I'm nose to nose with him, Greg Giraldo. Is that funny? Not necessarily, but it's super mean. It's bringing up his best friend's suicide. And it was like a needle deflated his balloon. That's what I mean by if I'm doing a roast battle, I want it to be meaner rather than funny. So, you know. No, I don't mind. I mean, me and Nomadic, we're not arguing. We're just debating. But I'm passionate about the subject of roast battle because I helped start the show. I mean, I was in the room from day one. I'm not being cocky by saying that. Um, so, you know, that's all. I mean, bro, Nomadic, you seem like you want to. I mean, I have 5 battles on television. When you have 6 battles on television, then you can tell me how to operate on the show. That's and then you probably think, oh, you're just being cocky. Not at all. You know, I'm just saying the jokes have to be mean. It's not compliment battle. It's war up there. It's combat. So if you and I are roast battling, personally, you know, obviously I'm going to do my research on you. Well, you know, you can take a dig at my career. That's when I know you're losing the argument. When you start talking about my career, I'm giving you honest answers. You don't have 1 battle on television, but yet you're going to tell me how the show works? Come on, bro. You're the arrogant one. Who cares? Well, you're probably right on that. What up, Big Bones Jones? Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. I guess Macaulay Culkin because he's younger. I'm not combative and angry. And I'm not saying nomadic is wrong and, you know, what he's saying, but it's just like, you're trying to tell me how roast battle works when I'm one of the co-creators of the show. That's not being cocky. It's just and 5 battles on international television. I think I know how the show works a little better than any of you in the stream. So, but it's all good, you know. I do have a thick neck. I would agree with you about comedy nomadic, but roast battle, just the nature of the show is shock humor, first blood, not necessarily about being funny. Like I'll give you a perfect example. I'll take myself out of it. Who won the battle between Ralphie May and Mike Lawrence? Ralphie May is funnier than Mike Lawrence. Ralphie May was 5 times the comic Mike Lawrence is in terms of fame and entertainment. But Mike Lawrence is, in real life, he's autistic. So he's going to sit there and write the meanest fucking jokes about you. Like, you have no fucking idea how mean Mike Lawrence can be. And he destroyed Ralphie May. Now, Ralphie May is funnier, or I should say, he was funnier. He's much more entertaining because he's engaging and gregarious on stage. Mike Lawrence literally just sits there. So that's what I mean by, if you're judging on humor, Ralphie May is a 10 to Mike Lawrence is 1. If you're judging on meanness, Mike Lawrence is a 10. Ralphie May is about a 2. So, 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes, and then I got to get ready for the Comedy Store. You can fall asleep to my voice. For $10, I will read you a lullaby story until you go sleepy. Roast battles are like a car crash. Is a car crash entertaining? Maybe. But you go for the train wreck. You stop on the freeway because you want to go, holy fuck. In my opinion, that's what roast battle is. You go for the shock humor. So when I battled Jesse Joyce that night and he did a joke about my parents dying 2 months apart, which is true, the crowd wanted to see me just deflate. Instead, it made me stronger. I think it, roast battle is part funny, part entertaining, but to me, the most important element of roast battle is being mean-spirited. So go back to that Ralphie May and Mike Lawrence battle. I'll take myself out of it because I think you think I'm trying to prop myself up. I'm not. Go back to that battle. Why? You can go on Paramount Plus or Comedy Central. And to me, Mike Lawrence wasn't funny at all in that battle. He was just super mean. And who won? Mike Lawrence. So. Now, comedy, I would agree you want it to be entertaining and funny. So if I'm in a room and nomadic, you're in the front row, and I'm just being mean to you, making fun of you, and there's no funny behind it, then I would agree with what you're saying about roast battle. But, Well, but I mean, but that was, in terms of that particular battle, um, like the double deuce reference, you know, Ralphie signed up for the roast battle. He knew, or at least he should have known, there was going to be fat jokes and divorce jokes. And Mike Lawrence is so autistic, he's going to weave a fat joke into a divorce joke and then go back out into a fat joke. So, you know, my point being, nomadic. Well, that's stand up. That I would agree with you. Like tonight, I'll be on stage in about an hour and 15 minutes. The audience is the audience is the judge tonight. But we're talking more specifically about roast battle, where the audience does, at least on TV, does not judge. It's three judges. So, well, when you get six battles on television, then you can talk poorly about me. I mean, you guys taking digs at my career, that's when I know the arguments won. Yes, I am in LA. Well, I mean, tonight, I mean, the main room holds 400 people. I don't know if by the time I get on stage there will be 400 people, but um, hopefully there will be. Don't worry about where I am, you doxing bastards. But yes, nomadic, we can find common ground in that regard. Tonight, when I go on stage at the Comedy Store, that audience, they are the comedy judges. And I should be funny and I should be entertaining. Now, at some point when I know I have the room, I might roast people, and then even that has to be funny. Because when you're roasting an audience, it's got to be funny. But when it's a one-on-one roast battle, uh-uh. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm from Los Angeles. 100%. I don't know where you're located, nomadic, but if I'm ever in your town or you're in my town, come to the Comedy Store on me. Yeah, I mean the audience is tipsy, and you've also got to understand they've heard every joke that you know that I could tell. I mean, they've heard every subject. They've heard there's crowd work. They've heard every crowd work thing, and so you've got to be an improv comic of sorts, and you got to go off the top of your head, and you're going to hear glasses clanking. You're going to hear people talking in the hallway. You're going to hear sounds from the other room. You just can't steamroll through your set. So, you know, it's just the way it is. Where nomadic, I don't know where you live when you say out here. I'm not. Just give the name of the city. We got some doxers out there. You know. Okay, I mean, I think we talked once before. I dated a girl from Bozeman by way of Belgrade, Montana. I enjoyed my time there. Earl versus Cosmo Kramer. I don't know about that. She was a real bitch, though. What's in Montana? I mean, it's a very pretty, um, a lot of ranchers. And yes, I am related to the Kennedys. My dad's sister was Ethel Kennedy, who married Bobby Kennedy. Yeah, I'm about to end it in about a minute, Kip. But thank you as always. What up? What up? I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed Montana. I mean, would I live there? Probably not. But it's very pretty. Like the horses, the cows, and all that shit. It's a very, very pretty. Um, how do I feel about what happened to JFK? I mean, that's too long of a story to get into, but I mean, the documentary by Ethel was done by her daughter Rory, who I'm closest to in age. So, um, a very good documentary. So, um, you know, JFK was probably fucking more than Marilyn Monroe. Yes, we have a large Irish Catholic era of our family. So, um, but the Skakels and the Kennedys are not that close, to be honest with you. Oh shit, Nasty Neil is in here. I'm not really an actor, I'm more of a performer. Nasty Neil, we're about to end the stream. LA is good, Swellington, tonight. I'm about to go to the Comedy Store. Um, I'm not sure about the tunnels. I mean, we know of each other. I wouldn't say we're friends. Um, I wish I was in the Irishman movie. I might be your dad. I definitely came with a few women that I shouldn't have. No, I've got to go to the Comedy Store right now. Thank you, A Fartos. And thank you guys, everyone who's watched. You guys have been cool. I appreciate the love and respect. Hit the like and subscribe button. Um, and, we will. Thank you, SC. No, I go up at 12:30, which the Comedy Store is always running behind, so I'll probably go on around 1 a.m. And, hopefully there'll be a crowd there. I mean, the key to my set is the introduction the comic before me gives me. Like if it's Tripoli always gives me a great intro. I gotta put my clothes on, guys. I love you all. Earl Skakel, Nomadic, good talk. See, I like to, not that we're debating, but I like to talk to my fans. I don't care if you guys agree with me or not. I don't want everyone to agree with me. It'd be boring that way. Skakel over and out.